Yeah, boy.
Hello everyone, Web-Linez here, back with another action figure review. I'm very excited to show off the Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts Piccolo, the Proud Namekian. The packaging art is very nice. I love the image of Piccolo with his crossed arms and his cape on the front of the box. That's what I love to see. Out of the packaging, you get a multitude of faces, hands, arms, crossed arms, a chopped off little bicep part, and the cape. Only thing I wish it came with is a stand and a special beam cannon effect part, but more on that later. The sculpting on this figure is excellent. I love the wrinkles in the clothing, the arms, the textures, the faces especially the angry faces. Those are my favorite parts of the figure. Now the only shading I had noticed on the figure was really only on the cape. Now if it is on his clothes, it's very subtle and it's very hard to tell. The figure comes with this back piece that allows you to plug it into a stand. It's pretty useful. Now they want you to use a Tamashi stand, but I'm using an ACBA flight stand. Now it doesn't fit super securely, but it works enough in the way I just plugged it into the back here. Interchanging the crossed arms accessories with his regular arms is fairly simple to do. I do not think this is going to have the breakage issue that the Jiren figure had. I have interchanged the Piccolo's crossed arms numerous amounts of times. The alternate heads for his turban are pretty well done. I love the yelling face. I know some people had a problem with the red lips, but to me that doesn't really bother me. Now the cape is also articulated in the back, it swivels. It's a little bit floppy on one of the sections, but not enough to where it can't totally hold a position. It comes with a purple cap to cover up the sections where you plug in the cape, and it's fairly seamless. I think Bandai nailed the looks for Piccolo. Specifically, I believe this Piccolo is to be representative of the Saiyan to Frieza saga arcs. And the face sculpts look very well done. The neutral faces, I think, are probably my least favorite. They're not bad or anything, I think they definitely look like him, but I really just love the expressive faces that we also get, like the angry faces and the teeth gritted face and all those other ones. Well, these are definitely on model, and I would argue that they definitely do indeed look like Piccolo from the Saiyan Saga arc and Frieza arc, but I just always love these other expressive head sculpts that we're often given to recreate our favorite fight scenes. The yelling face is one of my favorites, but I think my absolute favorite has to be the eyes wide open and teeth gritted face looking off to the side. This just screams Dragon Ball, early Dragon Ball Z Piccolo, and I love it. One of my other favorite accessories is the chopped off arm you get, specifically to recreate the special beam cannon scene during the fight with Raditz. And it's fairly simple to do, just as simple as the crossed arms, and it looks great too. Interchanging the hands is simple enough, although I noticed there's a slight stress mark on both of the ball peg pin joints that are on the figure, so just be careful. Now let's run through the articulation. The head joint is connected on a ball hinge, and there's a ball peg below the neck. It moves around relatively easy, although the top ball hinge for the neck can get a little annoying. The butterfly joints move forward, you can breathe the arm across the chest pretty good. I like the articulation there. Then you can raise the arms horizontally very well. Bicep swivel no problem, and double jointed elbows are effective as well. Then you get a ball hinge for the wrists, and those are effective as well. Just be careful of those stress marks I mentioned. Torso articulation is great on here. You get a great diaphragm joint side to side, up and down. Just a great variety range of movement, especially going forward and backwards. It can get slightly gappy, but not enough to where it's going to bother you, I think. Now, onto the lower parts of the articulation. Hip spread is excellent, 180-degree splits. This is awesome, especially for a Dragon Ball Z character. Piccolo should be able to do a variety of agility type poses and kicks. You can move the legs pretty far forward. Thigh swivel is great. Double jointed knees, I kind of wish you could bend it a little bit farther forward, but considering the baggy pants design, I'll let it slide. Ankles are pretty darn good for double ball peg designs. Now, normally you'd want to use a ball hinge, but considering the boot cuff design, I think if you stuff the ball hinge in there anyway, it wouldn't really work that effectively. The only way to make it work is to cut the whole thing up, and then you wouldn't want that. Toe joint is okay. So overall, I'm very pleased with Piccolo's articulation. You can basically do any Piccolo pose you want from the show. Now on to height comparisons. Here he is, standing next to the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Piccolo from way back when. And as you can see, the 2.0 Piccolo is a little bit taller than the old one. Now I do like how this one has a lot more heft to him, and he's just more muscular. Here he is next to Goku. I think the scale works pretty effectively considering this is the Frieza Art Piccolo. And the scaling for the villains is pretty well too. He shouldn't be that much taller than Nappa either, and Ginyu, so Nappa looks more opposing over Piccolo, which is correct according to scaling. And here's how he scales with the rest of the Z Fighters. For me personally, I'm very pleased with his height, and as an action figure collector, I'm very happy to add this to the collection. I'd have to give him a rating of an 8 out of 10. I think any Dragon Ball Z fan will love this figure. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want more content.